Hello.
Hello. How are ya?
Good. How are you?
I am good.
I was going to say it wasn't cracking this whole time, and then I thought I heard it crack.
Chair. It's my chair.
Do you mind? I was having cracking problems all last week and bought a new headset. I was like, really?
It wasn't me. Happened.
Already starting off. Already. Jiminy Christmas.
You missed me.
Not really.
Good.
Just saying.
Hello.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Cindy. Carol Ann. When you see Carol Ann's name, do you always want to go, Carol Ann?
Yes.
Carol Ann.
I love it.
I told her, I said, I'm sorry, Carol Ann. I just can't resist. And then, so I make a conscious effort not to do it so much. Mm-hmm. Do you see Nicole, how she just froze? She's going to die when she sees that playback of how she just froze.
Please tell me no.
It looked like you were poltergeist right now.
Great.
That was Carol Ann saying, stop messing with my name.
Stop it.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Carol Frost. Hello, Wendy Martin. Hi, Terry. Hi, Barbara Ross. Giggle, giggle, giggle. Hi, Dale. Hi, Jackie Bates. Hello, Sandy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Decoupage Queen's Creative Hour. My name is Teri Lightsey, and I sometimes call her my friend, but I don't know. We're in public, so I'll call her my friend today. My friend Nicole from Nicole's Recycled Treasures.
I'm the nice one. I'm just saying.
That's why I say sometimes I call her my friend.
That's all right. Sometimes I call her my friend.
Yeah. I needed to change my Creative Hour logo in the corner because she's got a black piece right there and you couldn't see it. Anyways. She just makes everything difficult. I'm just saying.
My curtain?
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. Hello, Anna. Hi, Kathy Nielsen. How are you, everybody? So, as usual on Creative Hour, well, something new that I started doing. If you guys see there in the corner, right beside Nicole's name, everybody's comments are popping up right there. So I thought it would be cool to start off Creative Hour so you all can see who's saying hi on YouTube, who's saying hi on Nicole's Recycled Treasures, and who's saying hi on Decoupage Queen. Everything is right there on the screen. I know it's kind of little, but either here, yeah, it's still fun. You can still see. But as usual, on Creative Hour, every Saturday, Decoupage Queen gives away a goodie bag full of Decoupage Queen rice papers. All you need to do is make sure you're following Nicole's Recycled Treasures and Decoupage Queen. That's what that little ticker is that's scrolling there at the bottom. I say it every weekend. I need you guys to please, before you tell me that you have done all the things, is to just check and verify that you are still following, or if you're not following, that you do follow. The easiest way to do that is tap on the screen, and right here, if you just tap here at our faces, right here, you'll see the word following. If you see the word following, you're good to go. Head over to the other page and tap on our faces again, and if it says following, then let me know, and I'll put your name on the wheel. If it doesn't say following, it says follow, there's a problem. That means you got to hit the button and then make sure to tell me. I know a lot of you are in the habit of just saying, I'm following, I've done all the things, but I'm going to tell you, one of these days that you don't check is going to be one of the days that you're not following. I just put in the links to both Nicole's Recycled Treasures and the link to Decoupage Queen. As I said at the beginning, we are on YouTube. If maybe Facebook isn't your thing, you can head over to YouTube. Or if YouTube isn't your thing, you can head over to Facebook. Or if you want to go and chat with the other folks, because I will take those comments off of the screen once Nicole gets to creating.
Yes.
So you guys should know by now. Hi, Dale. Dale says he's checked and he's following both.
Awesome.
So does Carol Ann. And so does Miss Linda. You can see right here, I pop your names up on the screen. That's just our way of saying hello, so I don't interrupt when Nicole's creating. But it is Nicole, so I'll probably interrupt her anyways.
You will.
But if you guys have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comments, because I will read them off to her. If you're ready, I'll get off of here and start doing the wheel.
I am ready. I'm going to pull you down without going crooked. Well, or putting my hand in front of the camera. Or
Yeah, that's real.
Listen, I try so hard.
Great view.
Go down farther.
Yep.
We're going to go down a little further.
Down.
There we go.
There we go.
Now you don't get my head. Awesome. I am using this one. This is Vanessa. Love, love, love this one. This was part of the new release, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. So I've had this book. I know these were a big thing a while ago, and I've had it sitting. I find these at Goodwill. You can make them yourself too. I've seen a lot of people do that. I already did start on it. I primed it. I started painting, just throwing some colors on to kind of match the paper, but we're going to do some more. I also used one of the Decoupage Queen stencils. Terry, help me out because I already.
Yeah, I told you once already.
It's Fleur de Masque.
Yeah.
Look at that. You put me on the spot and I remembered. How you like that? So I stuck the Stone Effects paste in there and I just stenciled that to the back. And then we're going to use a kind of like a script stencil as well. And we'll do that at the end because in here is also a lot of script. And I actually want to do the spine of the book in script. I haven't decided what we're doing with this little rope yet. If we're going to keep it, if we're not going to keep it, if we're going to wax it, I really don't know. So I kind of left it there for the time being. But what I want to do first is we're going to try to put this all in one big old piece. But first what I want to do is kind of take water to the edges where the white is and just pull that off so I have a better view of me not putting it on crooked, so to say, because that's what I'll end up doing. So I'm just going to take a brush and spray some water and we're just going to tear off all the white areas. But I've been wanting to use this paper forever now. Y'all knew when it came out that I was going to be obsessed with it. It's so pretty. And I love script, so I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. And I said, I'm going to use this paper because I think last time I was on, I had thought about using it. And I ended up not using it. I'm like, well, I'm going to use it this time. So again, this is Vanessa. We all know one of my favorites is Sandrina, so
that is still with that one and Yvette's hand painted checks still our top papers.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, Sandrina is a beautiful paper, and this is just a beautiful one to match with it, I think. Love, love, love it. So I'm just tearing. I know we're going to end up taking some more off. This is more for my eyes, so I don't put it on there crooked and just get some of the excess off. Just to make what I'm doing a little easier. And now I can't see my water on my glass. So I'm dipping everywhere but the water.
Nice.
I know, I'm like, where'd it go?
That'll be helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why I'm hot. My fan isn't on.
It's hot out there, huh?
I'm in Northern California, y'all. We're just tipping the scales at just a mere 104 degrees today. No big deal.
I couldn't tell you what it is out here. I don't remember. But it is freezing cold. Freezing, and there's no sun, just like yucky rain, dark, cloudy. We're supposed to warm up midweek, possibly hit like low 80s, but I don't.
Onyx keeps wanting to go out and play ball, and I walk out there and throw it twice. I'm like, yeah, no, let's go.
Time to go in.
Time to go in.
Yeah, if ever I was going to visit you, I know not to visit you anytime after winter.
Mm-hmm. hot.
All right, no way I'm going to 104 degrees.
Oh, this is nothing. 104 is just a little, you just dipping your toe in the water.
No, thank you. No, thank you. But it's not like humid, right? So it's not.
No, not at all.
So it probably
Not at all.
feels totally different than what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no.
It's here in Ohio, we get that icky humidity. So even if it's like 88, you know, it's miserable because the humidity is just awful.
Laveda says it's 90. Shirley is in Southern California, and she says she's roasting too. So, yeah. Now, SoCal will get it a lot worse than we will, actually.
Really?
Yeah. When I lived in SoCal, I was like, yeah, no, I don't know what's worse, Northern California or Southern California.
It's like a huge difference as far as distance. I'm not familiar with California.
Yeah, so from me to like LA, it's a good 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Helena. Hello, Kaylee girl.
All right, so this is kind of how we're going to fit in here. And I'm going to come up to the ridges and we're going to try to get it all up in here as best as we can. And then I guess we're going to figure out how we're going to sand it all off, but we're going to wing it. I'm going to use my decoupage varnish and glue in mats.
Aw, Donna, you're so sweet. Donna says, OMG, I'm late with and my two favorite ladies. And yes, I follow everyone.
Aw, thank you.
You're not late. Nicole hasn't done anything yet.
Wow.
She can't even find the water.
I can't. No. Well, you know.
Did I see your comment, Carol Ann? Let me see.
Teri, don't do it again.
Oh, Nicole wants to know. Carol Ann wants to know when you are taking the us thrifting again.
I have no idea. I actually thought about doing it yesterday and I never got around to it.
Hi, Trish.
I decided to clean carpet instead.
Nikki Hunter says, currently 50 where I live in New Zealand. There are colder places, to be fair.
Yeah, it's probably high 50s, 60 here. I don't know. It's not so pretty here in Ohio, but that's all right. I know as soon as it gets hot, I'm going to be like, man, I want that cold back. Not too cold. I'm not a fan of the cold.
No.
Not anymore.
Roxanne's moving and listening.
Oh, are you finally moving? How exciting is that?
See, I can't stand to move. I can't stand it.
I don't even want to think about it. Like,
but then when I'm in that mood of like, why? Then I think, wait, just look forward to when it's done. How
it's all done.
Yes, yeah. How worth it will be. So.
Yeah, God, I can't even imagine moving out of here. Like, there's
Oh, especially when you've been there for a cotillion years.
20, yeah. What is it, like 22, 24? I don't remember. 2014, I think.
Shirley says she has tubs full of Goodwill.
No, 2004. 2004, I think. Yeah, 2004. Hi, Ziva. Oh, now she wants to come in.
Because she hears me, because I'm her favorite.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, when you come into Ohio, you come pick her up.
I'm her favorite.
Whatever. Okay, this is going to be so pretty.
Roxanne says she's moving for the last time. Yahoo!
Right. Can't say I blame you there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is what I love about these papers. They are so forgiving, so you can pull back up gently. If you see any creases, or I guess I wasn't looking, I kind of laid it a little crooked, so I didn't want to lay right. So I have not done one of these in all one piece. I've done them side by side, but I did not want to break that center. So see what happens. Kind of come up here. See, I get a little
Anna.
brush and roll it in. Use your tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can take a little of this excess off just so I'm not working with so much. Kind of get a feel for where I'm at here.
I do see your comments, Kathy. Got you on the wheel.
She's a fast typer.
Oh, yes.
I listen, by the time I type one of your names, she's got all of you down. And I'm like, wait a minute. But I was that one in school too, that like typing, I was like, you have to hold your hands like this. And I'm like, wait, what? How am I supposed to remember where my hands are supposed to go? I don't know. No.
Hi, Catherine. Carol Ann wants to know, how did you get your name?
My page name?
I assume so, unless she wants to know how your birth name came.
I have no idea. I'm the only one without the German name in my family. But I don't know. You know what? I didn't come up with the name. One of our friends, so Miss Monica, girl, I used to do like my events when I used to do like craft shows, actually helped me come up with it. I wanted something different. And then she's like, well, you recycle like all the treasures you find. And then she said, Nicole's Recycle Treasures. And I went, and I sat on it for a while. And I'm like, you know what? I can't get it out of my head. And that's how I came up with, that's how the page name came. So it actually wasn't even my idea. I don't even remember what else I was going to call it, because once I decided that was it, that was it. I am no good at that kind of stuff. If it were left up to me, who knows what y'all would have been calling me.
Well.
Don't even say it, Terry.
Just what?
I'm just waiting for something.
Nope.
I'm just cutting a couple splits around just to make it easier. I'm going to try to sand some of this off, but you want to make sure it's nice and dry before you do that. You don't want to tear it. So this way, you make a couple cuts going around those curves. It'll lay better for you. And this book does have like natural waves into the pages, so you know all of this that's what's underneath that paper. So now we're gonna get our gator sander and just sand off where we can. But look how pretty that's gonna be.
Jeanette says the book is going to be gorgeous.
I hope so.
Thank you, Catherine.
You know, there's a part of me that wants to soft touch this now, right?
That wants to what? Oh,
Soft
that would
touch.
be nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Look at how pretty those flowers are, and it would almost look a little 3D, like it's popping out of the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna go a little section. I started making cuts just to make it easier, so I don't like rip or tear at anything. And we're just gonna sand off where we can, and then figure out the rest. If we gotta water tear a little bit and do a little bit of wax paste or antiquing gel around the edges of the paper, we will, just to kind of blend it in a little bit.
Helena says, yes, soft touch.
Yes, on soft touch. Y'all seem to love the soft touch. I do too. Especially on something like this. It just gives it that beautiful, like, there's no way to describe it till you see it. And then it's like you almost can't describe it unless you see it in person. You know what I mean?
So Nivetta's, was it last class or the class before, we had decided to give soft touch for an option. And it was funny because then I got orders and you can tell all the folks that were just like, oh, now I get it. Now I understand what this is.
So it just does something to your project. And I mean, you can see it on camera. You can definitely tell the difference if you like, you know, I hold it up. I'll show you this is what it looks like before I do half and half. But it's so different to like have it in your hands and be staring at it. It's unreal.
Angie says, how do the pages stay curled up?
So this is just how I bought it. Now I have seen people, like I said, that have made these books.
Yeah, when you're literally, what I have found is actually using the Type Bond Quick and Thick with a little bit of water is amazing.
Really?
Jen from Home Sweet Create told me to use it because I was just using decoupage varnish and glue matte, and it took so long for it to dry. I mean, it did what you needed it to do, but it took so long.
Yeah.
So on DQ's birthday, we both did the books the same, and I used the Type Bond Quick and Thick, and holy cow, if you could not do everything in one day, it dried so quick. The pages stayed exactly how I wanted them to, curled up and everything. Yeah, so.
Yeah, like I said, I've never done one myself. I've seen other people do them. Me, I'm like, oh, look, they have it at Goodwill.
You know, the books that I use are the brown hard books that I have in the store.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
They're perfect for them.
Yeah, I could see that.
Shirley said, I had a crazy craft day yesterday. First glued my rice paper backwards on a small box, and I went to stand up and spilled my whole container of rhinestones.
Oh, no.
OMG.
Listen, I know the spill part. Ask Teri.
Oh, you spill things? Never.
Never. I'm all too familiar with the spilling and the dropping. And
she doesn't just like to spill little things, though. She spills like things that are a nightmare to clean up.
So
bonding primer.
Yep.
I liquid leaf.
Do you know how much I ruined with that bonding primer?
The liquid leaf. It's just like, why can't you spill like, I don't know, water?
Were you on the other day? I spilled right before I went live. I spilled my Bare polyurethane.
Oh, cool.
The whole so not only did I spill it because I forgot to tighten the lid, I spilled it and it went everywhere underneath my glass, everything, right? So here's me discombobulating my desk. So then I put it on my black wire rack, which holds all my pen art paints. Okay. Apparently, I still didn't put the lid on right, and the thing tipped over. And I'm like, why is there a puddle on my carpet? And why are all my pen art paints sticky? Because whatever was left in that container, I mean, I didn't spill the whole thing, so let's be honest, it had to all come out. So yeah. Now I'm scraping the bottom of the container.
Troy, how? I don't even understand it. Terry says, I was working on my project and ran out of rhinestones, and Hobby Lobby is 2 hours away. So I'm frustrated. It's going to be Tuesday before I get that way.
Oh, boy.
Hi, Kimberly. Troy just came down from waking up.
Hi, Troy.
He's running amok all night long. Anyways, Amazon came a while ago, but I had the ringers off. And there was a little bitty box that I put by the door, but it was underneath some of my packaging stuff. Like you can't see the box. Right now, the packaging stuff comes flying down the hallway and he comes walking around the corner with a big smile on his face with the little bitty box. Tell me how he knew.
He's perfect. Leave him alone.
But,
he can have anything he wants out of that box.
But how? I mean,
because it's Troy.
Ollie, you hear he's yelling at me to open it. I don't understand. Glama's Creations, Linda says, I love how you're doing that, Nicole.
Thank you. So these areas I just can't fit the gator in, so I just took a piece of the paper. We're just gonna use.
He does have radar, Cindy, because it's not like it was sitting out. It's a big 2-pound bag. If you've ever bought anything from my store, you know that the blue crinkle paper that I put in your packages, it's a little box that was under that 2-pound bag, and he
how funny.
throws the bag. I hear it hit the floor, and he comes around the corner with a big old smile, like, yeah.
Look what I did.
Yeah. Hi, Donna. Yes, I agree. Give it to Troy, says Evelyn. Yeah.
Thank you, Evelyn.
So sorry for me.
Nope. I'll hear about it later. Don't worry, ladies. I always take Troy's side. Listen, she always took Otis's side, so she still takes Ziva's side.
I still take Ziva's side, so.
Yep. Yes, she does. So y'all.
But Terry says her TJ. I don't know. Terry Mora, did you know that Troy is TJ as well? Both of my boys are. So Troy is Troy James and Trevor's Trevor Jordan. So when you tell me about your TJ, I always smile. But she says her TJ has supersonic hearing.
Oh boy. Seriously, look how pretty that is just on that book without doing anything else.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's the ET finger, Valerie says. It's the ET finger.
I love it. All right. So I'm just going to go over it with the decoupage varnish and glue just because I want to make sure all of these little edges are down. Even if we are going to go over it with the soft touch, I just want to ensure this isn't going to go anywhere. That's all.
Oh, Thomas Joseph. Very cool.
So Austin, my son, is at the zoo with the kids. So I was FaceTiming him earlier, and Lucas went on a carousel and got his face painted for the first time. Do you want to know what he got painted on his face? Just take a wild guess. All of
a
you
lion.
Wild guess. Nope. You'll never guess, but go ahead.
A butterfly.
Nope.
A monkey.
Nope. Let's just say Grandma was like, wait, what? Why? Of all things.
A spider.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my boy.
Why? That's all I want to know.
My boy.
That is not that's not your boy. I don't even know at this point if he's mine. I'm getting a spider tattooed on his face.
Tell him to come give Grandma a big whopping kiss.
I was like, what in the world? Sophie's like, I got a kitty cat. I'm like, that's a great choice. This whole spider thing. And she's like, you want to see Lucas's spider? I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Anna said for Spider-Man, maybe?
Nope, it was just a spider. I mean, it's not like he could have picked it out. I'm gonna have to ask my son how that came about.
Maybe he did. Maybe she had pictures and he was like pointed and said that one.
And said that one. My grandma would be so proud of this one.
Yeah, you never know.
Uh-huh. Did I tell you he says grandma every time he sees now? Like he was on the phone, or we were FaceTiming the other night, and all I heard was this little voice. And he was saying something, but I couldn't put together. I mean, he has said grandma before, but not like, it's the way he says it, because it's still that baby talk, and he's just learning it. So I was like, is he saying grandma? They're like, yeah. And he's just in the background going, Gamma, Gamma. And I'm like, oh my God. So thinking cute.
Terry says he's the cutest, Nicole.
I'll tell you what, him and Sophie crack me up.
So y'all, Nicole and I are having an auction together on June 8th. I think I need to do new videos.
Do what?
New intermission videos.
No. Yeah, with no spiders. New spiders. Yeah, you keep, there goes the evil laugh. I'm in so much trouble. As soon as I hear the evil laugh, I know I'm in big, big trouble. All right, so I had pulled out a few paints when I did this. I also have like my antiquing gels. I wasn't 100% sure how we were going to do this, so I think I'm going to play. Let me dry this just another second because I'm going to play on the back of this a little bit to try to get my colors together. I want to bring out, so I pulled out coral, and I want to bring out a little bit of that color. We may just dry brush over the stone effects where we stenciled with the coral. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I did use, so I did the thorn, the, Nicole, why can't you read it?
Really?
Yeah, no, really. So, is it ivory? Mike? Oh, because I put the wrong lid.
That's the decoupage varnishing glue matte lid, ma'am. I'm just saying.
I put that on it.
Yeah, that's good. That'll work.
And then the falcon brown. So we're going to kind of do that again. We're going to pull a couple of these out.
It's going to be glorious. It'll be June 8th at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. Mm-hmm. And then Evelyn says she does face painting at kids' parties all the time, and so many kids want snakes and spiders.
And an 18-month-old, 19-month-old, how old is he now? 18 or 19 months? I don't remember. Maybe he did point a finger. I don't know.
And your point is?
I don't know what my point is. My point is Grandma don't like spiders. So,
that sounds like a grandma problem to me.
It probably is, but grandma problem should be his problem. And
Sophie probably told him to get a spider.
Oh my word. Probably.
She loves spiders.
Yes, unfortunately she does. I don't know how many of you know that.
She might have said.
So Sophie, I don't know if I know I told Teri this. I don't know if I told you guys, but Sophie was here and there was a spider in my house. And
she brought it to her.
I told my son, I'm like, get the spider, get the spider. He's like, do not do anything to that spider. I'm like, wait, what? I wasn't allowed to I'm not allowed to do nothing. No ants, no spiders, no nothing. Because Sophie cries because they're her friends. And she will pick them up and bring them to you and go, look at my friend. And I'm like, listen, Sophie and Coley need to have a talk. She calls me Coley. I'm like, because Coley is terrified of spiders. And if you pick one of those up and come anywhere near me, I'm going to scream and run. But she laughs. She thinks it's absolutely hysterical. Do you know what I did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I did it. Oh my God. I so thought I did it upside down. I did not. She says, yeah. She just automatically assumed. Automatically assumed that is exactly what I did. No faith whatsoever in me. Oy vey. So I'm going to go into my ivory and vintage beige. And this is just what I did. I used a lot of water because I wanted it watered down. And we're probably going to wipe it back as we go too. And I'm not looking for like a perfect anything. I just want kind of like all the colors. Because if you look, you see just like all these different colors kind of splashed everywhere, blended in together behind all that script. And that's kind of what the look I want to go for on the back of this as well. And then I'm just going to dip the edge of my brush into the Falcon Brown. And if we get a little bit of that in there, I'm okay with it. We are going to go in with antiquing gel though, because I do have the green antiquing gel. Yeah, she automatically assumed I did that upside down. Thanks, Teri.
You're welcome.
I mean, I come by it honestly. I can't even say nothing, can I?
Nope.
Nope.
You do it more often than not.
Listen, I've been good about it. It's been a hot minute. Guess I had to do
yesterday. She didn't even come on yesterday.
I didn't even come on yesterday. She just assumed. It's like, yeah, she did it. So I did initially come in here with a thorn, and that's why I'm not looking to do like perfect coverage. I want to see all the colors that I kind of brushed on here just kind of all come together like the front of that paper is. I'm going to use a little bit of that brown and come into the creases a little bit here.
Onyx and Troy.
It's almost like super watered down colors. I don't know. But I wanted that vintage beige, gives almost like that grayish feel, and I love it.
Oh, I know what it is. Troy turned the TV on and the dog whisperer is on, so Onyx is barking.
How funny. I went down a rabbit hole and I started watching like all these videos on these like American bullies, you know, like what Otis was. And Teri. I'm like, do not let me go anywhere where I find one.
Oh, Lord.
I know. That's all I kept thinking was, I told myself no more like 100+ pound dogs. But here I am going, I need me a big old beast of a dog. So then I started like looking on the Pounds websites and I'm like, all right, I gotta get off of here now. Okay.
Jeanette says at least you're not all red today.
No, I'm not. Listen, I fought the urge when I went yesterday to go into the tanning bed. I did not go in. I did, however, I'm going to say it really fast because Tara's going to yell at me. Go in for 6 minutes today on the lowest bed.
You're such a...
What?
Nothing.
Yep. Yes, but I got up. I knew. I'm like, don't do it. Usually, if I do burn like that, it doesn't last super long on me. Thankfully. Ziva needs a friend. Yeah. Should be all right. I don't know if Nicole can handle 2 at this point, but, you know. I'm going to kind of come in and do the same along the edges of this book. Are we good on time, Teri?
Yeah.
Okay.
39 minutes in.
Oh, okay. Just because this is kind of pretty solid ivory, I just want to bring in some of that vintage beige. And I think we're going to do the antiquing gel in the olive and the umbra. See how it works. I don't know. I'm just over here like blending away, making it trying to make it look non-intentional. That's a thing.
Hi, Estella. Hello, Molly.
Well, the rope that we're not sure what to do with is kind of...
Yeah, you're manhandling it, I think.
I am. I'm swinging this sucker around. Well, that rope goes all the way through the spine. So I'm trying to think if I do take it off, like what we're going to do with it. Now I am going to use some of the antique gold antique paste on the edges of the pages, and that's how we're going to put the stencil, the script stencil on as well. So obviously it's one of my favorites, so I got to put it in here and just give it a pop of some kind of gold. Okay, like I said, I don't want perfect coverage. I want it to kind of look like it's aged. Okay, so with that vintage beige, it looks much better. I like that. And then you can still see that beautiful stenciling. So we're going to make that stencil pop. Or, yeah, stencil. My goodness. Now I don't know what I'm talking about. So are you just hanging out in the house today then, since it's going to be so hot today?
Heck yeah, you think I'm going to try to go into a car? Even if it does get cool after, like, listen. No, I will melt in the first 10 seconds.
Honest question. So I'm going to use the antiquing gel in olive. That's what this is. And this is by Pen Art. So what I like to do is I like to pull it out. You can use it straight on. I'm going to add quite a bit of water to it. I don't want it so heavy on here. So I'm going to water it down quite a bit. And I'm just going to do that right on my desk. And you can use a dry towel, like a paper towel. You can use baby wipes, depends on how much you want to leave behind. I'm always prepared with both, just in case.
This is also the time of the year I hate my hair.
Oh, really? So I'm going to kind of come into the edges where that paper sits, especially up here where you have all that green already. And I'm just putting it, you can see, like, sporadically, but if you look at the top edge there, see how this is all green anyway? That's going to blend that all in there.
Yeah, because if it's up, it's fine. But if it's down, it's touching my neck. And that, no, I don't like it. No, Molly, it's 104 here today. Molly says it's going to be 90 degrees for y'all next week.
See, I looked and it was like 82, 83. Listen, I'm not ready for 90. It's going to have to, like, slow down a bit. Just saying. I'm even coming up right to the edge of the paper, and if I hit the paper, I'm good with that.
Shirley says it's looking so pretty.
I just want it to look aged and to all kind of blend together. Can you guys tell the difference now where it's like kind of blending in there? We don't have that stark, like, bright color anymore. And then we're going to go in there also with a little bit of the umbra. We're going to do the same thing on the back. And over here, I'm going to kind of dip into where it's a little darker and not as watered down. And I'm going to come right up to the edges of this paper. I'm going to let it sit just a little bit longer than I was anywhere else. Can you hear her just pouncing around out there?
Yep.
She's, I don't know, she's all of a sudden got
like
weird.
Throwing something around.
No, it's just her dancing around out there.
Molly says she loves the book. Trish says it's so beautiful. Linda says it looks good. Helen says it's a unique open book. And Betty says beautiful paper.
It is. I love this paper, you guys. Like I said, I am a huge fan of the Sandrina. So when I saw this, every time I see, like, what I call the Sisters of Sandrina, I come unglued because they are my favorite. Because there's Sandrina, Vanessa. What are the other ones? I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Camilla.
Yeah. Camilla.
Yeah, that's the portrait one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's too many of them at this point.
There's quite a few of them, and I love them.
I think there's 4 now. Sandrina,
Yeah.
then she had a cousin, then she had a stepsister, and then I don't know.
A cousin and a stepsister. I love it.
That's what Teresa calls them. Isabella.
Isabel, yes.
Isabella. I don't think Isabel. She doesn't do a straight. They're all A's at the end.
Yeah. So I'm doing the same in here. And I'll go a little, I'm actually going to pull a little bit more out, go a little heavier. Just come up here. And again, I'm just being super sporadic about this. And then just wipe it back.
Hi, Tree.
Is this the one I used? Oh, eBay, Nicole. I kind of want to get heavy right there. So is anybody doing anything this weekend then? Those of you that have nice weather, if you're not like, 100 degrees or 40 degrees. I actually thought about Goodwill today, but I don't know. I guess we'll see if I feel like venturing out or not. And like I said, if you need to, it is water-based, so you can spray it with water if it seems to have dried up a little bit on you. Wipe it back some more. Just grabbed a new baby wipe. It's a little more damp.
Shirley agrees with me. It's too hot to go outside. Miss Kathy says she's going to the Chardon tomorrow for their flea market on the square.
Oh.
Evelyn says if it's nice tomorrow, they'll go on the boat in the bay.
Nice. Nice for you. Good luck getting me on a boat. Nicole and Water is a site that, you'd probably laugh at, but you don't need to see. I want to get a baby pool for Ziva, actually, because I wonder how she'll... I wish I would have kept the one that I had for Otis, but I didn't.
We thought, when we moved here, we thought Onyx would love, like, the water, and, we got her a pool.
Uh-huh.
And nope, nothing to do with it.
Really?
Nothing to do with it. And like we even threw the balls in the water, and she would wait till it would get close enough to the edge to put her face in there to just get the ball out, but she wouldn't step into it at all.
Oh my God, how funny. Okay, so we did the back of the book as well. And we're going to go in there with...
Oh my goodness. Terry. I read this so funny. Terry Morris says, gotta go get some weed and poison ivy killer since I got the crap all over me. When I first read it, I was like,
Gotta go get some what?
Okay, Terry, well, you go, girl.
We're all friends here, right?
It's like, wow, that's bold. Statement there, Terry.
Yeah, you can see the... Look how pretty those are. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with the Umbra. I know it's kind of like a process just layering it, but...
A water pad? Going to Burger Wars? What? I don't know. It went up too fast. Patricia says, going to Burger Wars. Oh, PD versus FD downtown. She don't know.
All right, so my Umbra, this is like the end. I have a new one, but I'm determined to use the last of my Umbra antiquing gel in this one that I've had forever and ever and ever. So it has gotten a bit thick on me, so we're going to add a lot more water to this one. Because Nicole does not.
Teri says no weed for me.
Oh, you never know what's going to happen if I get on this live.
You don't know. We don't do that here. You don't know.
Nope. All right. So I want to get kind of in here and then see how I'm kind of feeling that. So I want to really age the spine of this. Kind of like get down in the groove of it and dark. See how dark that got? So I'm going to do that again, a little heavier. Kind of really get down in there. And then wipe that back.
No, I knew what the PD and the FD was. I don't know the burger. What do you say? Burger wars? Like, is it like literally like they're eating burgers? Like, you don't know.
All right, and I'm just going to put a little bit here and there because when you wipe this back, it's going to kind of spread. And I don't want to go super heavy with it.
Okay, Donna, have a good rest of your day.
Bye, Miss Donna. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Look, I pulled out more Umbra than anything. I'm telling you, I should get stock in baby wipes.
You need to buy like I buy.
Yeah, I know. I just go to Dollar Tree and buy them.
The wipes that I use they're amazing though. They're not like that.
No. These are probably my favorite ones, believe it or not, that I've used.
Oh, Donna's like, don't say goodbye to me. I have not gone anywhere. I just wanted to see how you did the cover.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Sorry,
Okay.
Donna.
So wherever I did not hit with that green, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to age like the edges of this a bit.
I wasn't trying to get rid of you, by the way. That was Nicole.
How is she? Both of us together on a live, and she's throwing me under the bus.
Of course.
I cannot.
I mean, why wouldn't I?
I cannot with her. I don't.
You expected differently because why?
So y'all know I've never done nothing to her. Just to be perfectly
See,
clear.
Cindy, do you know the story about Cindy buying the wipes? My wife.
Oh, yes.
She thought it was one pack, but didn't realize that it was a whole box.
Lifetime supply.
Yeah. No,
She's
she
like,
actually
I'm
just.
not. She's like, I'm not you. I don't need that.
She was like,
many.
"Oh my gosh, I love these wipes, but I didn't know it was like 20,000 boxes of them." But yeah, she actually said she has a new box now. So she's actually finished one box and she has a new box now. I'm telling you, they're actually they feel like a shop towel, just baby wipes. They're good. They're good.
I'll have to.
Joy wants to know if your book is heavy.
It is not. No, not at all.
They grill and sell them. You vote on your. Oh, okay, Patricia. You know what I was thinking it was when you said like a PD versus FD war? I was thinking like was going to be like a burger eat off challenge or something like that.
That is literally what I thought.
That's
when
what
you
I was
said
thinking.
that.
Like, okay, that is it like an eating war? Because you know how
Right,
they have
like
those
an
weird
eating
things.
contest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so they grill and they sell them, and then she's saying you vote on the favorite, like if it's the PD's. That okay. I
Gotcha.
gotcha now. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Patricia. She's like, yeah, Teri.
Yeah, Teri.
Yes.
Can you tell 2 peas, 1 pod? Like literally, we both thought the same thing.
Jeez.
Kind of scary.
We almost make up half a brain. What do you know?
They allow us to come together. Why? Never understood that either. But
I was seriously thinking about these firemen and policemen just like shoving burgers down their mouth. Like, yeah, that they protect our city and okie dokie.
I'm not gonna say a word. I'm not gonna admit it. I'll tell Teri when we get off of here.
Hi, Chihuahua.
So I didn't know what PD and FD stood for. I just thought it was a burger war. I didn't put together police and fire department.
Are you? Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I even said I knew what the PD and FD was. I just didn't understand the war part. Okay, so
contest. So see, we both were confused.
Oh my God! At least.
Anywho, so now the Umbra is on there.
Right, Chihuahua. Thank the Lord the Umbra is on there.
Oh.
Sometimes you hurt my brain.
Oh. Yep. It's mutual.
Hi, Carrie. You two are great and so funny together. Well,
I don't know where she came from. Like all of a sudden she just showed up in my life. I have no idea what happened.
Actually, I was here first.
I know you were. But look how aged that looks. Isn't that awesome?
Very awesome.
I think it's so pretty. So what I want to do is I'm going to just take since I've been using a lot of water and baby wipes, so I'm just going to give this a dry for a hot minute. And then I'm going to take my script stencil because I want to do some script in the spine and then like randomly back here. And we're going to use the antique paste and the antique gold, which is also pen art. I actually really, really love this book. I can't believe I've let it sit for this long. All right, so I'm going to use one of the Decoupage Queen stencil brushes. And they have these in, 5 different sizes?
Yes.
Yeah, I love these. So I'm just going to go into my antique paste. I'm going to make sure I kind of get it everywhere. I'm going to swirl it around into the lid. I probably
shake the camera, Nicole. That's okay. All of us didn't feel seasick at all.
You good?
Yeah. I mean, you've been beating the heck out of it this whole time. That's okay.
Have I really?
Oh, yeah. We've been wobbling the whole time. I feel like I've been drunk this whole time.
It's usually how I feel when I talk to you. So it's okay.
Yeah, that's, well.
Like I said, guys, I'm the nice one. You hear all that braveness while we're together.
Now you watch, y'all. She's going to try so hard not to shake the camera. She's not going to even get any doggone stenciling done.
Told ya. I'm the nice one. No one believes me.
Kathy said, put your seatbelt on.
Listen, we can tilt the camera and turn it into a whole nother live too.
Oh my gosh.
You would.
Hey.
I can't with you. Literally cannot. I try so hard. Try so hard.
Hi, Barb.
No idea how it goes so wrong. I'm trying not to shake you, and now that I'm so nervous that I'm shaking you because Teri does not help in any situation whatsoever. Just to throw that all out there. So I'm just randomly tapping in some scripts because I think that looks so pretty with that other stencil.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Almost worth my queasy tummy.
That's what I was going to ask you. Was it worth shaking around for?
Almost.
Almost, of course. Why would she ever admit, yeah, it was worth it? Nope, she just say, oh, sort of, almost. No high fives from Teri. No, good job, Nicole.
I'm waiting for that spider on the corner of your desk to come over onto your table.
What spider? Is she? She went too silent. You did go silent for a reason, right? Teri, I'm not even joking right now. Okay, she's got to be messing with me. I would have seen a stinking spider coming a mile away. I don't even like her right now. That I usually do, but I really dislike her right now. I think I just almost ran off a screen. I'm gonna call it. How do you file a complaint? Asking for a friend.
Oh.
I hope you choke. In the nicest way possible.
Kathy said April Fool's in May.
God bless America.
No, she'll come back soon. She'll just come back with the vacuum. All you'll see is the long handle of the vacuum, and she'll be sure.
She's not lying either. That's literally what I've done to her. I scream, and then she's like, "What's wrong?" And all of a sudden, a vacuum runs.
And then I hear the vacuum noise, and then I start like, "Oh, God, what is your problem, dude?"
Okay, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll at some point get you. I couldn't even get her when she got here off the stinking plane. I'm trying to scare her. She scared me.
Nope. Nope.
Couldn't even surprise her in my own hometown. Okay. Like I said, I just wanted to be kind of sporadic on here. And no, I don't know what any of these words say. And no, I'm not using full words.
Oh my gosh. Shannon says, this morning I thought I had crumbs in my bed. I picked it up. It was a spider body I had squished in my fingers. I almost died.
No. No.
Right, Wendy? That's what I told her. Wendy said, poor little spider, how would you like to be sucked down a big tube?
Listen, if I scare somebody that bad to where they would run in front of a semi-truck, I hope they suck me up into a vacuum. Just saying. If I am that scary looking that somebody's willing to play in traffic, please Grab the biggest vacuum you can. All right. Look how pretty that is.
Yep.
I love that.
Hi, Teresa Cherry.
And then I'll leave the vacuum run for a good 10 minutes just because I don't
Yeah,
want to
because
fall back
when
up.
the first time she did that with me, she turned it on, vacuumed it up, and turned it off. I said, "You do realize that thing's gonna crawl back out of there and get you now, right?" And she was like, "What?"
Said that.
And turned it on for like at least 20 minutes.
Crawling out of there, that's for sure.
And here's the thing, y'all. Yvetta does the same freaking thing.
Oh, does she? That's hilarious. See,
Oh my gosh, with the vacuum and everything. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all?
See,
Y'all are like a gabillion times bigger. Like, smack it with your shoe or something.
oh. My shoe, that means I gotta stand there and take my shoe off and get that close to it.
Oh my Lord.
The hose is like 10 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nope. Not happening. Listen, spiders and centipedes. I can do snakes. I can do rats. I can catch and pick up just about anything. There's two things on this planet I'm terrified of. And that, well, maybe scorpions if it came a little too close to me. But that's centipedes and spiders. And
not make it in Hawaii.
I could handle a centipede if I really had to. But why do they always pop up at the dumbest times, like when you're half asleep or while you're taking a shower? Because let me tell you, that doesn't work so well. But a spider is a whole different ballgame. I will scream and run, and I don't care what I run into, who sees me, who hears me, who I scare, what damage I do, as long as I'm away from it.
Thank you, Kate. Wendy says spiders mean your home is healthy.
Yep, that's what they say, but I don't feel so healthy when I see one.
Angie says to step on it with your water slides.
Oh, you guys. Ay. All right. So then I want to do the spine of the book in some of this. I think I'm just going to go up and down, and there's not, I was going to go this way with the words, but I love how this looks right now. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason as to why I'm putting these in here. Oh my God, that is so stinking pretty.
That looks good.
That looks like the book inside as it is. And that's just the back. How cool is that? Of all things to tell you that your house is healthy, why did they pick a spider to do it? Like, it couldn't be like, oh, look at the beautiful butterfly.
Shirley wants to know what stencil you're using.
This is a script stencil. I believe I got it a long time ago off of TH Decor. I don't know that it's still available or not.
I doubt it.
What's that?
I doubt it.
Okay. I want to say the last time I looked, I did not see it there.
Helena said it's so pretty, and Anna says it's gorgeous, Nicole.
Thank you. it's just a fun, different project for me. I knew when I did this book, I wanted it to be something beautiful, floral, but kind of like that old style look. I don't know. I love that like vintage kind of look to it. Oh yeah, that's totally the spine of the book. Because I was gonna put a mold, but it is so pretty. So I know it's gonna sit this way, but now I'm torn. I'm like, what about that? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be gentle with it right now. And I'm going to go in with like a fluffy brush into that antique gold. And I'm just going to bring a little of that to the pages as well. Not perfectly covering it. I just want it so when you look at it from different directions and so forth, you get a hint of that gold.
Austin says, well, we were going to bust in, but you got us locked out of the house.
Be right back. I guess I gotta unlock the front door. Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. He knew I was going.
Our creator on Creative Hour leaving the screen, y'all. It would be Nicole. You know?
Because that means baby Lucas is here. Hi, babe. We're just gonna yell at my son, that's all. He knew I was going live. I had no idea he was coming.
12 hours later.
It took me 3 seconds. You should be proud of me. I actually ran.
So she opened the door, she unlocked the door and didn't even open it for them.
No, I didn't. Y'all, I don't like to be, I try not to be rude like that. But, you know, when there's a baby Lucas involved, you do what you gotta do. Hi. Do you guys want to see him? Who's gonna say no, right? Come here. I'm on DQ, so say hi. Say hello.
Can
Look.
we see the cute spitter on your face? Oh, I love it. Hey, Grandma, don't you love my spider?
He's like, what the heck is going on? Why do I see myself on 2 screens?
Tree says at least Nicole lets company in, Terry.
Right?
You can stand right there and say hi, and then we gotta go out.
Hi.
Hi. You look pretty.
Shirley says, oh my, he's getting so big.
I know, right? Say hello.
It makes me hot just seeing him in that outfit, knowing that it's 104 here.
I know.
That's so wild to me.
I'll steal them.
Yeah. I'll be done it.
You're good.
Could have told me I could have cleaned the house. My house is trashed.
I'll do them.
All right. Thanks, babe. He shut the door. He's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll shut the door.
Yeah. They are so sweet.
Okay, I'm glad I kept the rope. I actually like it, but I think I'm gonna.
I like the rope.
Yeah, look how beautiful that is. So, can you see like it's just got shots of gold throughout? I didn't totally cover it. So I think, I don't know. What do you think? Would this be okay on that rope?
Yeah.
There's one way to find out.
It'll look good. Just be careful. Don't lay it back on the page.
Yeah.
Until it sets.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I was trying to be careful with the back of it too. I thought about that too.
Yeah, because
it's got kind of that old. I just did a little bit just so when it hits a certain way, you get a little bit of that gold contrast in there. But it's got the same colors as what's in the paper almost.
Yeah.
And it's got that old, like kind of gold vintagey. See what I mean? I'm going to be very careful with that. But I guess if it lays right in the center, you're not going to. But look how pretty that is. I love that. And then you got the back of the book with all the script.
Love it.
Yes. It like that. I don't know. You see how it's like nice and blended along the edges? I love that. So you don't have to paint perfectly. You just sit there and blend and play with your colors. That's why I love these papers. Oh, shiitakes. Especially when you have like all these different colors in there. You can play with so many different products. So just kind of, you don't have to paint evenly. You can be messy like me and it looks like it was meant to be. And it's, I don't know. I think it does. I think it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Oh, I love this one.
Everybody says that it looks great, looks amazing, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. This is incredible.
I think it's beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite things I've done on here. I'm not even going to lie to you. Look how
Oh,
pretty.
because you usually lie to us.
Here we go again.
Can
Yes,
you
I
put
know,
the
it's
camera
something
up,
I say.
please? Put the camera up, please, so we can see your face. Thank you kindly.
You got to admit it. You have
Nice tissue in your hand.
It's listen. I'm about to drop you, just so you know.
I know. I could tell. We're crooked.
Well, you know, welcome to my world.
Always.
Always. Oh, the wheelie wheel.
All right, y'all. Let's give this little puppy a shuffle. And good luck. Wendy Martin.
Oh, awesome.
Yay! Wendy Martin, congratulations. Wendy Martin, please take a look at the screen right here at the bottom. Please email me, Teri. Please make sure you spell it correctly with one R, Teri@decoupageclean.com. Send me your mailing address and I will send you out a goodie bag full of Decoupage Clean rice paper. So congratulations, Wendy.
Awesome. How exciting.
Awesome sauce. I don't think she's won before.
No, I love that.
No.
Love
do
that.
I love it. So,
You will
alrighty,
love,
everybody.
You will love the paper.
Yes, you will. So, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate you so very much. Next Saturday, we have Tracy from Scrappy's Rustics.
Yay.
You know, that's always a good time. You know, I love Tracy's laugh. She's absolutely hilarious.
Absolutely.
So, come back next Saturday. But remember, we are here every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nicole's live every day practically at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you go check her out if you don't already. And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yay. Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.